Hello, sixth graders. Our lesson today is on improper fractions and mixed numbers. Our learning targets: I can change improper fractions to mixed numbers, and I can change mixed numbers to improper fractions. We have a couple vocab words here, so make sure you have them written down. An improper fraction, this is when the numerator is larger than the denominator. And then some examples of this. So something like 17 thirds. The numerator, the top number, is bigger than the bottom number. 5/2, 3/1. These are all improper fractions. Now, a mixed number, this is when you have a whole number and a fraction. So 1 and 1/4. 10 and 3/5. They are mixed numbers. So today we're going to work on going between improper fractions and mixed numbers and converting between the two. So pause, write down these steps. The steps to change an improper fraction to a mixed number. We're going to divide the numerator by the denominator. Write down the whole number, and then whatever is left over or the remainder becomes the numerator, and the denominator stays the same. So let's try these two examples here. So we're going to take 14 and we're going to divide it by 5. So 14 divided by 5, it'll divide in there 2 whole times. Now 2 times 5 is 10, so that means that the remainder, the 4 left over, become our numerator, and our denominator stays as fifths. So 14 fifths is equal to 2 4/5. Next one, 44 ninths. If I were to divide 44 by 9, it will go in there 4 whole times. 4 times 9 is 36. So our remainder, which is 8, becomes the numerator. Denominator stays as 9. So our answer is 4 8/9. All right, pause, try these on your own, and then come back to check if you have done them correctly. So 40 sixteenths, divide 40 by 16. It goes in there 2 whole times. 2 times 16 is 32. So that means that there is 8 left over. So we get 8 sixteenths. Now, it's always a good idea to simplify. I know I can divide both of these by 8 because we always want our answers in simplest form. So 2 1/2. That would be our final answer. 13 fourths. 4 goes into 13 3 whole times. 4 8 12. So that means there's 1 left over to get me to 13. And we keep the denominator as 4. 9 thirds. 9 divided 3 goes into 9 3 whole times, and there's nothing left over, right? But we wouldn't write it like this, so it would just be 3. 7 thirds. 3 goes into 7 2 times, which would be 6. Remainder 1. Keep the denominator the same. Now, steps to change mixed number to an improper fraction. Pause, write these down. Multiply the denominator by the whole number. Add the answer from step 1 to the numerator. That becomes the new numerator, and the denominator stays the same. All right, so let's try these examples here. So 2 3/4. The first step is to multiply the denominator by the whole number. So we do 4 times 2, which is 8. And then we add the numerator. 8 plus 3 is 11, so that becomes our numerator. And again, just like before, the denominator stays the same. So 2 3/4 is 11/4. Now, if this mixed number is in simplest form, then our answer when we turn it into an improper fraction should be in simplest form as well. 4 1/5. So we start by multiplying the denominator by the whole number. 5 times 4 is 20. Plus 1, so 20 plus 1 is 21. Keep the denominator as 5. Again, pause, try these on your own, and then come back to check to see if you did them correctly. Multiply. 10 times 5 is 50, plus 7, so that would be 57. Keep the denominator as 10, and that's in simplest form again. 4 1/2. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. And the denominator would stay as 2, so 9/2. Next one, 10 times 3 is 30. Add the numerator. 30 plus 2 is 32. And keep the denominator as 10. 3 1/3, multiply 3 denominator times the whole number, add the numerator, so 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10, keep the denominator as 3. That's all for our video on converting between improper fractions and mixed numbers. Rewatch parts of the video if you're still stuck, and then bring your questions to class so we can talk about them, and make sure your notes are ready to go for class tomorrow.